Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Live to Fish Outboard Repair. I've got this 20-horse outboard, Mercury tiller handle. I think it's a long shaft. Anyway, the owner brought it by and he's asked me to put a new pull cord on it. He tried it himself. He bought a new sheath for it. He bought a new spring, some other I think wave washers inside. He's tried to get this thing to work, but it was all hung up inside, and he's having a hard time with it. So I told him I'd fix it for him, probably pretty cheap. I gave him a real good deal on it. So he dropped it off, and here it is. So I'm gonna definitely work on this and get it fixed for him. And stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And maybe we can learn how to do this together. I've done a few of these. And I believe this is a class H, or there's like 8 different versions, A through whatever I. And you know, they're all kind of different but similar. But anyway, we'll tear into it and we'll see what parts we need, if we need any, and then try to resolve it, and we'll get this back to the owner. So stay tuned. Pull cord repair. I think you'll like this one. So thank you. Keep watching. Okay, folks, I just wanted to make a quick video on how to reassemble a pull starter for a Mercury. I believe this is a Class A or Type A, according to the manual, and there's like 8 different versions of these pull starters. But this one happens to be one type, and I think it was a Class A or Type A, if you look it up. Now, originally, this is the new parts that we ordered to get this thing together. And the original parts, this has a D in it, if you can see that, and a D bolt. And that definitely makes it easier to adjust. It's a little more robust than what he had on here. The original equipment that he had, that the owner had, was not a D plate. It was just had a little tab here that stuck out, and that tab sheared off inside when the owner attempted to adjust this plate. You know, the tab would stick in this notch on this D bolt, or what I call the D bolt, but it's a round bolt, and this one has a D which has more positive contact, and won't and will not shear. And this sheared, and then it caused the spring to just you know, it would unwind or not. You wouldn't get any tension on the cord. So that's the deal here. We're going to replace those parts, and hopefully this will start to work again. I'm pretty sure that's all he needs. So the spring is in here. He bought a new spring for it, a new sheath. This is all brand new stuff. And the way this gets assembled, these are all the parts to it. We've got a wave washer that sits in this little dished out type washer. And then we've got this washer. Actually, that goes inside there. So that sits in there. This goes on top. This bushing goes in the center of the sheath. Then you've got your little wave washers. You should have 3 of them. Here's the third one. And all this was new. He bought all these new. Of course, your clutch dogs and your nut. Now, this part's going the way of the dodo. That's going in the trash. And we're going to use this. The only thing I think we might have forgotten to get, there's this here, I believe, is also D-shaped. And it goes on the top here, but I think we can get by without it. So we're going to try. This is just a locking washer that sits on the top of this and locks in. So I think we'll be okay with that. Give it a try. So what you do, you take your bushing. Your bushing goes in here like that. Your D plate has to fit in this notch right here. I don't know if you, hopefully you can see that. I've got you on the video. Yeah, you can see, you should be able to see that. This tab is going to fit into that. So when you put this in, you have to make sure that you feel some spring tension when you're twisting that. So like that. I'm feeling some tension on that now. Okay, so you can see that I've got some tension on that, and I'm holding it. Now this is going to go here on top, the wave washer and this here. And then we're going to put our little wave washers on here, like so. And our little clutch dogs. When you put the clutch dogs on, they have to have this little divot right here facing up. So they'll go on. Like that. I believe like that. It might have a variation, something like that, but we'll see. Because this plate's got to go on top of that. We'll see if these are facing the right direction. No. Yeah, that's probably got to go like that. That looks more correct. Okay. So now when this goes on, it goes on over these. Like so. And then when I turn this, they kind of hide. You'll see them retract. Just like that. So far so good. Now this, the D bolt, has got to go through there and come through that plate, just like that. Now, all that's left are these two things, right? You got your nut and your retainer. So this is going to go back in here. Just like that. The retainer is going to go on. And the nut. Now this is a left-handed nut, so spinning it counterclockwise is going to tighten it. Should, I think. Hopefully that's the proper thread. Yeah, there it goes. I'm turning it counterclockwise to tighten it. Now that should work. Now as I tighten this, I've got to tighten this in a clockwise direction, and at the same time, I'll find my good screwdriver. Yeah. And size that is. Is that a 3/4 inch? Yeah, that should do it. Now, this is tightening it. I just want to tighten it enough, but I also want to start screwing this. As you can see, the cord is starting to draw itself in. Maybe it'd be easier to do it this way. I'm not experiencing yet any tension on the cord because the spring's really not being wound yet. All I'm doing right now is just winding the cord back onto the sheath, which you can do that. I could have hand wound that before I put it in, but this makes it just as easy, I think. I'm starting to feel some tension. Damn it. Now goes good, my good wine cooler. Well, let's see. And you've got to keep tightening that nut so it doesn't loosen up. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little tension on it now. There it goes. Now, I don't want to lose all that tension, so I'll tighten this in a clockwise. There it goes. Now, I don't want to lose all that tension, so I'll tighten this in a clockwise direction. And that's going to hold it. I should have some tension on that. On this pull cord. See? There it is. That's all there is to that. And as you can see them clutch dogs coming out as I pull that. And that's how that's supposed to act. So that's all there is to it. Well, that fits better. Okay, so it springs back. It's in neutral. And it does engage. So I'm going to call that fixed. And I'll give the owner a call. I'm not going to throw it in the tank. I was thinking about it, but you know, that's there's nothing wrong with it. He doesn't want me to do any engine work on it, so I'm not going to mess with that. So, if you want to know how to put a recoil, I've got some editing to do. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps somebody out there that's trying to fix their recoil on their pull start. This is working good now. I think you'll be happy with it. And so anyway, if you got a problem, check it out. See what you can find out. You know, they do come in different types of pull starts. But if yours is like this one, I'm sure this will help you out there, get yours back together. So thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Share this video if you like, and don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. So see you next time.